Alright, what up everybody, it's Colton Nerdycore. Back again with another collection video. This one's going to be my holiday hauls for 2018. So this one's going to cover all the stuff I got on Christmas and Boxing Day. I'll tell you when I got which, what I got the prices for, and so on. Most likely this video will be posted in 2019, so I'd just like to thank everybody for the support in 2018. Hope you guys all had a great 2018, and hopefully an amazing 2019 coming up. I'm hoping to do a lot of new stuff for the channel, trying to expand what I cover, the type of content that I do, and hopefully to continue to improve my content. So hopefully making that sub worthwhile. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first one I got is actually a statue. This one I got for Christmas, and it is the Far Cry 5 Joseph Seed statue. So Joseph Seed, for those of you who don't know, is the main antagonist in Far Cry 5. So Far Cry 5 is based on a religious cult that you're fighting throughout the whole game mainly, and he's the leader of the cult, so they call him the Father. So you can see he's got all these like details of like lust, greed as like little tattoos. Eden in the middle is where the game's based. He has his little religious staff here and the AR in the air. The thing I really like about this one is all the detail on it. If I turn it around here, you can see even on the back, they continue with all of his tattoos and stuff like that. It's all very high quality, and even like the pants and all that have a lot of fine detail on them. And those of you who like to see what the box looks like, here's what it looks like. So there's a statue on there. It's just got a little side thing. I'll show you like how you pose them. It came in like, you can't really see it too well because of the reflection, because there's 2 layers of plastic in here, but it's kind of set up with the church in the background, and then just like intros to the characters and stuff like that. Alright, so next up we got a pop figure. This one is Nurse Betty Boop. Betty Boop, I think, was an old school cartoon character, but this one I got because EB Games on Boxing Day was doing if you spend $50 or more, you got a free choice of, there was pops, there was like water bottles, and there was hats. And if I was going to get something, I'd get the pops because they're at least cool looking and they look cool on the shelves and stuff like that. So adding another pop to my collection. Alright, now I'll get into the PS4 games I got over the holidays. And this first one I actually bought for myself. I bought it off of Amazon. I think it was $30. It was on their sales for the early Boxing Week sales. So this one is Vampire. So this game is about basically you're a old doctor back in, I don't know the times, but when the Spanish flu was hitting London, and you basically play as a doctor who got bit and turned into a vampire, and then you're trying to figure out who bit you, how to cure it, or there's a good and evil path, so you can choose to embrace it, go around like hunting everybody, or you can go the good path and try to heal people because you're a doctor, and also try to figure out how to stop the vampires. So here's what the back looks like. This one I'm actually currently playing through. I'm only like as of making this video, like probably 3 hours into it. It's really interesting. It kind of has, if I would say, like a Dark Souls mixed with Infamous, with kind of like the powers melee combat system, which is actually really good, and the story is really interesting. And the cool thing with these games is they'll have is the dialogue system. So the dialogue system, you'll see like a tree of people that are connected to the person you're talking to, and through connecting and talking to other people, you can gain hints and kind of clues that will help you in conversation pieces with other people throughout the game, so it'll get you more information than you normally would, type thing. So it really like promotes going and learning about all the stories of each of the individual characters, and the era is really interesting. Alright, next up we got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This one was kind of an impulse buy. I was out on Boxing Day, and I saw the $50 over gets you a free thing, and also it was, I think, $49.99, so I got for $50. And I'm always into the Call of Duty games. I was kind of jonesing for a shooter, so I picked it up, even though there's no campaign, which is usually my favorite parts of the Call of Duty game. But I've been having a lot of fun with the multiplayer. And the zombies, they actually give you a good amount of maps to start off with. I really like the arena one so far. It's definitely a good game in terms of multiplayer. If you're not into the multiplayer and you're like me and get it for campaign, I would really consider passing on this one, due to the fact that there's no campaign and it's always online. So there's that, and that's definitely a downfall to this game. But overall, it's still a fun Call of Duty game. All right, next up is NBA Playgrounds 2. Now, this is a game that I was a little hesitant to buy when I heard about it. A lot of people said it was like NBA Jam, which I'm a huge NBA Jam fan, so like what's got me interested in it. But I heard like mixed reviews about it, and it's by 2K, and they're usually really greedy with their microtransactions in these games. But I was actually really surprised with how fun this game is. I got it for $19.99 on Boxing Day, so comes out like $22. This one was severely on sale, so I picked it up. It was a price I was comfortable picking up with to try it out type thing, because I was still a little hesitant on it. But it was really fun. The coolest thing is that there's legends and current players. So for my favorite team, for example, I can have Paul Pierce, who's my favorite player of all time, with like Larry Bird or Bill Russell or Robert Parrish of the old school Boston Celtics era. So it's really cool playing with them. And also there's online co-op for season mode, which me and my friend have been playing. It's a lot of fun. The challenge on this game is pretty good. It's fair. Definitely a challenging game, kind of like the old NBA Jam style of games. So this is one I would definitely recommend. And it kind of has like an Ultimate Team card system, but you definitely gain cards a lot better in these games compared to the normal 2K games. Alright, so next up is Red Dead Redemption 2. This is one I've had a lot of suggestions to get, and this is one I definitely wanted to pick up when I heard about it, because first Red Dead Redemption was amazing, so I was definitely excited to get this one for Christmas. For those of you who don't know, Red Dead Redemption is a cowboy third-person shooter RPG made by Rockstar, so it follows a normal Rockstar engine and story layout and quest system. This is one, as you can tell, is still in the plastic wrap, so I haven't even got to it yet. So it's one I'm excited to play, but I'm playing through Vampire at the moment. Alright, next up, a game I got on Boxing Day. This was another one I got for $20. It was Nier Automata. This is one, when it came out, I didn't really have any interest in playing, because a lot of people were saying it kind of followed the Dark Souls combat system and like the challenge that came with that, and honestly the like robot side to sci-fi and fantasy doesn't really interest me usually. But after all the praise this game's gotten and the cult following that the game has, I'm definitely interested in giving it a shot. So this was a price I was comfortable with. So Nier Automata is a game I will eventually get to. Again, I'm playing Vampire at the moment, so I don't like to take on one or more single player games at a time, because then I end up not finishing the ones I start. Alright, and the last PlayStation 4 game I got for the holidays is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. This is one I got for Christmas, so this one was a gift. This one I'm really excited to get into, but I still haven't beat Uncharted 4 yet, so I haven't even beat Uncharted 3 yet. So I need to get those done before I popped into this game. I'm really interested to see where they go with this game, because I really enjoyed Chloe Frazer in the Uncharted 2, I'm pretty sure she was in. So I'm interested to see what her character is, and I don't remember running into this lady, so I'm interested to see what their like dialogue and interactions are like. So I'm hoping this game is still as good as the other Uncharted games I play. I'm sure it follows the same combat system and story progression system, where it's just like a third-person linear story-driven game with a lot of climbing mechanics in it. Alright, so now we're going to get into my movies. So first up, my only Blu-ray pickup in terms of regular Blu-ray is It. This one I got on Boxing Day. I got it for, I think, $6. This is one I saw in theaters, and it was actually really good. I was a little bit skeptical of it going into it, because I thought it was going to be a little more like a kiddie style of horror movie, and it was. It was a lot lighthearted. There's a lot of comedic parts. It was a little more lighthearted than a normal horror movie, but the parts where it was not taking itself seriously were very good, and it was actually enjoyable to watch. And then there was the horror element, which actually were a lot darker than the original, so I actually really enjoyed that. So it was one I was looking for to pick up for a good price, and for $6 I thought it was a good price. Alright, next up, We got actually my first bundle of 4K Blu-rays I've picked up ever. So this is a collection I'm excited to start because I'm really, when it comes to movies, I'm really interested in seeing certain movies in really high quality. So I really wanted to test different styles of movies to see if I can really tell the difference in quality through them. So this one was the Kingsmen. I saw this for $6, I think, or $7. So I was like, all right, I haven't seen this movie. It's in 4K. I think this is the second one. So I want to watch the first one on regular Blu-ray or DVD or something like that. So then I can watch the second one and compare the quality to it. So I really want to test out how good the 4K is on these. And also it was $7 for a 4K, so I was like, why not? Alright, next up is a movie that I'm actually really interested in seeing because I heard it got really good reviews and a lot of people like this movie. And it's Hacksaw Ridge. So this is Mel Gibson. This is another one I think he directs and is in, or he might just direct this one. But it's a war movie. That's roughly all I know about it. It's apparently really good, really gory and graphic. So I picked this one up because I like the Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan, The Pacific, like classic war movies I really liked, and war movies like even like American Sniper were really interesting. So this is one I really wanted to actually see the 4K with all like the battles going on and stuff like that. I think this would be a cool one, especially with the sound to hear the 4K in. And it was also another one that was only, I think, $7 or $6. So it was one I was definitely worth picking up for the price. Alright, next up is my most expensive pickup and probably the best pickup of this, not in terms of pricing, but in terms of how excited I was to pick it up. In terms of my movies. This is the Han Solo or Solo Blu-ray 4K. So this has really cool detail on it. So you got like Emilia Clarke, the Lando, Han Solo, Chewbacca, all by the Millennium Falcon. The front has the Millennium Falcon. It's really cool blue. This is a Steelbook 4K edition. This cost me like $45, but it's a movie I'm just really excited for. So, and I really enjoyed seeing in theaters. So this one I definitely wanted to own on Blu-ray, and I saw it there. And this is like the Best Buy exclusive collector's edition. So I was like, I really wanted this because it looked really badass, and it's also a movie that I enjoy. And Star Wars is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, franchises of all time. So a good Star Wars movie, I'll definitely shell out the money for. Alright, so that's the end of my collection video. This is the holiday edition 2018. Hope you guys, again, had a great 2018. Thanks for the amazing 2018 on this channel. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the people and the like small community of people we have going right now. It's awesome. I'm hoping to do a lot more new content and trying to expand like my comfortability around certain things. Maybe trying to do different styles of videos. So any suggestions for videos I can do in 2019, definitely let me know. And thanks for watching, and remember, everybody has some nerdiness at their core.